3, 2, 1, and action. All right, what is up, Travels with Buddy Nation? Today is Saturday. It is February 29th. It's the last day in February, and I'm glad because tomorrow is the first day of March, and after March is April, and then around April is when it starts getting warm and it gets kind of like, more, the weather gets a little bit better. It's got to be about, I took Buddy for a walk earlier today. It was about 25 degrees and it was really windy. It was a little too cold. We didn't do the whole thing. We walked for about maybe 2 miles maybe, and I carried him maybe half of the way. Today was a chilly day. But anyways, we're going to be doing some exercises today. Okay, we're going to do some core exercises, abdominal training. And with this exercise, I think it's called like the scissor kick or something like that. Scissor kick, leg raise, or whatever. You don't need any equipment to do it. It's a very effective exercise. It's kind of like the leg raise that I did last week, but this one here, it hits the core, it hits the sides a little more, the sides of the abs a little better. It's a slightly different exercise. It's a really good exercise, and I'll be doing that one today. And again, there's no excuse for not doing this exercise because, like I said, you don't need any kind of equipment or anything like that. It's a very good, effective exercise for the core. And it works a lot of muscles too. Alright, so without further ado, I will demonstrate this exercise. And Buddy, you can be my spotter, right? Make sure I do it right. And make sure I do the exercise right. Okay, bud? Alright, so put Buddy down. Alright, be careful for my feet, Buddy. So basically, you want to lay down on your back. Alright, like this. Similar to the last exercise, where you don't want when you're doing the exercise, you don't want your heels to touch the floor. So you're gonna bring your heels up and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I did 25, and as you notice, I didn't put my heels on the floor between repetitions, and I try to clasp my hands together behind my hamstrings for each rep. That way there, I know, it gives a good stretch for the back and the hamstrings. My hamstrings have always been very tight. That's a good exercise for me because while you're doing those, you really want to keep your legs straight. And if you notice while I did those, my legs were kind of bent. And that's mostly because my hamstrings are very tight. But when you practice doing that, when you're kicking out like that, you want to keep your legs a little straighter and then clap your hands underneath your hamstrings. But it's a very effective exercise. I can feel a burn in my abdominals, particularly like the side, the oblique area, and even the front, the complete front. It's a good exercise, and I do anywhere from 2 to 4 sets when I'm working my abdominals. And again, it's one of those exercises you don't need any equipment, so there's no excuse for not doing it, right, Buddy? And that is my exercise for today. It is Saturday. the 29th, the last day in February. And it is a chilly evening out there. So everybody stay warm, do those exercises, and have an awesome weekend. All right. Peace out, everybody.